Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly. I play Trixie on the Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion Hero to Ragnarok podcast. Please check us out on iTunes, rate us. The more ratings we get, the more people can be aware of us. So thank you.
Welcome back to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. We're going to go ahead and pick up where our other two members, Thrain and Sultan, were off exploring the other side of the castle, reconnoitering around it. Were we just assaulted by orcs? So, as you guys you've walked a few hours around the castle because you're taking a nice wide berth around it because you're trying to see all the entranceways to the castle.
Well, I also wanted some fresh air, so.
And some fresh air.
Yeah, it's nice.
And as you guys are coming to a spot where the tree line is breaking, go ahead and give me a perception roll. And who's in the lead, by the way?
I'll be in the lead.
Okay.
So I will roll my perception. Can you describe the scene for us?
Sure. You come. Oh my God.
Yeah, natural 20. I perceive.
Natural 20.
I look back in time.
Okay. As you look through the clearing, you see basically an opening that shows you off to this direction.
Uh-huh.
Off to your right, you see the walls of the castle. Now, at this point, you do realize that the castle has many points that you guys, at least on this part you've reconnoitered so far, that you could actually enter into the castle. Because it looks like the old dilapidated walls are doing pretty bad. Basically, show you a brief picture. You guys are off on this backside. So you're seeing, when you came around, basically there's a whole section here where the wall is tore down.
Okay. So definitely.
That you could try sneaking up in there. But one of the interesting things you see is that you do notice from your distance before you come out of the tree line that there are the occasional guards walking the walls. And you notice that...
is there a schedule, like every 15 minutes?
It's kind of really random. But it's basically like you can tell whenever they notice someone of more importance than them gets up and walks around, that all of a sudden they try to look important and busy.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys are looking out there, Thrain, with his amazing perception, sees in the clearing out here a half-buried rotten chest. But there's a glint of gold in it. One weird thing you see, though, is there are the occasional arrows with their fletchings pointing back towards the castle out in this opening. And Thrain, with his amazing dwarven skills with earth crafting, you notice that these little mounds here there's quite a few different ones of them, but it looks like someone dug holes in different phases of time. It looks like it could be going back a couple months. So it looks like someone digs up a hole and then buries it. Like you know how the earth gets churned up and changed?
Like bodies.
So you see that these spots have, fresh loam flipped up into the ground.
So the chest is a trap.
It could be a trap. You do notice that near some of these piles you see the arrows pointing from the castle. So someone from the castle also been shooting arrows.
Towards these piles, like they may have been...
In the area of the piles, yeah. And you see some old rotten arrows that have rotten.
Is this like nighttime?
It's the middle of the day at the moment.
So if we walk towards that, they're going to see us.
They might see you. If their eyes are as good as Thrain's, which is hard to believe because he rolled a natural 20.
I can't make people invisible or anything, so we will just get arrowed if we do go forward.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm going to take a wild guess that maybe there is some sort of underground network here, so I want to hunt around for it. Tapping the ground, looking for changes in the texture of the earth to see if there's some kind of cavern-y type thing.
Okay, you do notice a couple spots that look like it could be there's something underneath it.
Okay.
So you're going to go over there and start stomping?
Yeah.
Not breaking cover?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to try to use Mage Hand to help him out.
So you're using Mage Hand to
You don't want to
pat the
actually
ground?
touch. I'm actually doing the digging.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be where they can shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a quick survival roll.
Survival. Can I assist?
You can assist.
20.
Do I have to assist?
You don't have to assist. 21?
You have to go.
Okay. You definitely know that the ground is soft here.
Okay, how far down do I think whatever's down there is?
You think that there is some kind of tunnel network.
Okay.
Should we start digging?
How far down do I think it is?
It's probably not far at all.
Okay, I'm gonna get out I assume I have a shovel. So I'm going to start digging.
Okay, so you stick your pick in the ground and you're digging down, and you realize the ground's starting to crumble really easily. So whatever the distance between the ground and this is not very much at all.
Move closer to him.
So
and I'll also keep using Mage Hand to help him because I don't want to get dirty.
So your little tiny mage hand is pushing the dirt that he's picking out.
Yep.
As long as the dirt doesn't weigh more than 50 pounds.
Do me a favor. Give me a quick initiative roll.
Oh, okay. Of course. 17.
11.
Okay, all of a sudden you feel that you're almost getting to the spot where it's safe, and you strike your pick, and all of a sudden in front of you the dirt explodes upward.
That is not good.
As a giant insect-looking creature comes jumping out.
That is awesome.
If you'd like, I would let you do a survival roll, since it is subterranean and you're a dwarf and you're awesome.
20.
A natural 20.
23.
See, this is why I'm not a dwarf.
Okay. You know specifically with your natural 20 that this is an ankh-head. And it's an enormous multi-legged insect with long twitching antennae that responds to any movement in the area. The legs end in sharp hooks adapted for burrowing and grasping its prey. And its powerful mandibles can snap a small tree in half. You know that ankh-heads use their powerful mandibles to dig winding tunnels deep beneath the ground. When it hunts, an ankh-head burrows upward, wading below the surface, until its antennae detect movement from above. Then it bursts from the earth, much like it is now, and seizes its prey in its mandibles, crushing and grinding while secreting acidic digestive enzymes. These enzymes help dissolve a victim for easy swallowing, but the ankh-head can also squirt acid on its foes.
Cool.
So, okay. So don't move. Clever girl.
Like squirty gremlins.
Okay, and as it jumps up, it's going to attempt to bite you.
Okay, go for it.
Because it has an ambush round. Will a 17 hit you?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Okay, you just barely managed to jump back onto solid ground as these huge mandibles snap right where you were. Alright, so top of the initiative order. Sultan, it is your turn. This giant insect just sprang from the ground where Thrain was picking.
Okay, so this is an animal. It's just trying to eat us.
It's an animal that is just trying to eat you.
But if we did enough damage, would it be reasonable that would run away? You know these creatures.
Possible, yeah. If you jack it up, it may just take off with its tail between its legs.
I'm going to go around its legs with a rope. For those of you listening, he's using an at for the figure. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I probably have to take a picture to make this make
it's
sense.
pretty cool.
Because it's funny.
Sultan being Darth Vader, Thrain as a rebel pilot, and the ankh-head as an adept.
They're from our Star Wars game. If you haven't listened, you should listen in. I'm even worse.
It's because you get to play a Sith and you can be as dark as you want to be.
I need help with the dump part.
Okay.
She who slays indiscriminately.
So, do we think... I'm going to suggest either I could attack it or I could try to use Crown of Madness and make it go against the wall, like where people are, as a distraction.
You could.
That is actually not a bad idea.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
I support that idea.
Okay.
Because it's awesome.
That's what I'm going to try to do. So, first I have to make a spell casting roll, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, let me see the spell real quick. Does it just to make sure, does it affect just humanoids or all creatures? Just double check real quick.
Charm, I know, affects only humanoids.
Yeah. Because technically this is a monstrosity.
Of course it is.
Because it's an Ankh head. It already has an Ankh on its head with spikes.
It's one humanoid. Okay, not that.
It was a
Okay.
good idea, though.
Its brain is
That
too
was an
alien
awesome
for your
idea.
I
magic
know.
to
So
influence.
It doesn't have much of a brain.
I'm
that's the
gonna
problem.
magic missile.
You're gonna magic missile.
I feel like that's a good.
That's magic missile's always a good safe
Yes.
bet.
It is.
When you have a spell that for use as one bonus
So-
action, does it mean I can cast it and do other stuff?
You can still do your movement and
Got
your
it.
action. Yep.
20, so I think it works. Yeah.
20?
natural
Yeah.
20?
Is it a
Oh my
natural
God,
20?
yeah.
No,
Oh.
no, it's 15.
But an unnatural 20 will definitely hit.
Yeah, I get it.
You do your hand gestures and the 3 magical missiles appear.
Cool.
That's 4, 5, 6, 10.
10 damage.
And I'm sad that this doesn't explode.
Okay, your magic missiles rip out and you see dirt and chips of carapace coming off of it as your magic missiles hit it. But it still looks in pretty good condition.
Right? Stay in front of it.
Okay, unfortunately for Thrain, its turn is next.
Okay, let it go.
And it's not happy that you squirmed away. So it's going to spit acid at you.
Over here. I'm going to actually try to draw its attention
Like-
away from him. Over here, beastie.
Is it gonna
Oh, I
spit
love
sick dopes? Like,
It's, no, it's just going to
Spit
spew a
acid?
spray of acid
Okay.
out.
Okay, let it try.
Okay. Oh, each creature in the line must make a DC 13 dexterity.
Okay. 14.
You thankfully jump out of the way.
Hey, not easy to do that.
-1. It was 13. Good enough.
You will take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Better, hey, it's better than taking full
1, 2,
damage.
3, 4, 5.
As this corrosive fumes just wick at your nose.
I just
and-
realized a lot of my spells affect humanoids. Okay, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay, Thrain, it is your turn.
I want to do my move to get it
Okay.
pointing away from him.
Okay.
Over here, beastie. Try to get its attention. My bonus action is going to be to cast Shield of Faith,
Okay.
which gives me
That's a great
a
one.
+2 AC. So now I'm 19, and I'm going to go upside its head with a warhammer.
What's that? What's that?
You
That
know,
was a good follow.
that is always a good fallback.
Use Thrain Skull Crusher.
Actually, no. I'm gonna use the warhammer. Okay.
Let's see if we can add Ankbreaker.
1d10 plus 2. 13 plus 17.
That'll hit.
17.
Yep.
And then 7, 8, 9 damage. Oh,
Okay.
no, I was wrong. Damage is wrong. You roll 2d6. Undo that.
Okay. Undo the 9.
I've done 10, you've done.
It's even worse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
You've
Okay.
done 17 damage.
Okay.
That's just for you listeners over there. Yeah. I'm keeping you involved in the story as it progresses.
Okay, now back to the top of the order. Sultan, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try to Burning Hands.
You're going to try Burning Hands?
And because he moved, I can hit it without hitting
Yes,
him.
you can. Yep, you
Yeah.
do have a clear
We're
line
using
of fire.
tactics.
I had enough, but okay.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so it has to make the dex saving throw.
Okay, what's the DC? 13?
Actually, wait, isn't it what I roll? Or
No,
No,
burn check,
unfortunately.
double check. I do believe Burning Hands is just like his acid. You have to roll a dex save.
But does it use his DC?
I was forget if it uses my DC or what I roll.
And I'm pretty sure I didn't make it, but what's the stat?
Burning
Dex?
Hands. Okay. Makes a dexterity saving throw. Okay. It just says dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So yeah, it's against your DC.
So it still fails.
Okay, yes. It failed with a horrible 4. So what's the damage it's going to take?
Hopefully a lot. Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty good.
That's a big number.
11. 15 or 14.
14? Okay, as its carapace bubbles and hisses and it's
should run away because he is not worth it. He's all stringy.
Okay, it's now its turn, and it actually is jumping
'cause I
back
think
in its hole.
Oh.
Yeah, right, it is.
With smoke following behind it. You know, because it's burned horribly now, and that's painful.
We'll be having scarab tonight.
I'm going to reach down, pull off. I'm going to assume I have like a some sort of like rag tied through my belt, and I'll pull it up, wipe some of the acid off my armor, and turn to him.
What used to be your armor?
Yeah, I'm going to turn to him and say, it's usually a little late in the season for mosquitoes. But,
And as soon as you say that,
there it is.
another one pops out next to Sultan.
God damn it!
No!
Why do you do this? You do this every game.
We're going now.
Oh God! And another one pops up, and all you see is just as you're recovering from your burning hands, and a giant pair of mandibles just come up and snap around you.
Oh no, I'm going to kill him.
He's the squishy claw.
He is the squishy claws.
I can do damage, but I can't take it.
26.
Can't believe it.
Not for me, you can't.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's not bad.
I can really do
I
it.
can disagree.
15 points of damage as it locks you in its mandibles. Currently, you are grappled. You'll need to do an escape roll to try to squirm out of these giant mandibles that have you.
Apparently, the mosquitoes don't think so.
Okay. So Thrain, what are you going to do?
Okay.
You know, your beastie has jumped down the hall as another one is just ripped out of the ground with these giant mandibles
Okay.
that just snatched the elf in the air almost. He's
Okay.
hovering
Thanks
off
for the
his
instant
feet.
replay.
I want to run,
Okay.
slide, trying to take out one of some of his legs so he can't jump back in the hole. Maybe he'll release him.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to try that. I'm going to say, does that give me an advantage?
I'll say that's
Okay.
chip worthy.
Okay, and I'll spend my chip.
Okay.
Okay.
Spell can I use?
Okay, so I'm going to go with my 11 plus 4, so 15.
15 will hit it.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Crunch.
Okay, you smash your weapon into one of his legs.
I'm trying to use it to knock out enough legs so he can't jump back in the ground. Taking my boy with it.
Don't take the salted elf.
I'm salty. You don't want to eat me.
I'm too high in sodium.
I'm going to shout as I do that. I want to shout, "I beastie! A dwarf would make a finer meal."
Oh, that gets another bone chip. I'm sorry. That's.
Trying to get its attention from that.
Well, unfortunately, it only has eyes for salted elf because
Well, yeah, he is already
he is
seasoned.
in its mouth.
Does it
by
really
definition.
have eyes? It's on your clothes.
It does have eyes. It has 4 of them.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so
I don't like that you're getting out of GM screen.
you are currently grappled, which means a grapple character's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Condition ends if grappler is incapacitated, basically if somebody takes the bug down. And condition also ends if the effect removes grapple creature from the reach of the grappler. So if something teleports you, etc., etc. So you can try for your action to try to squirm out of its
Can I
jaws.
cast a spell?
You can stay there and take it if you'd like.
Hopefully the spell will stop it. I'm going to try to cast sleep.
You're going to try to cast sleep.
I am.
Okay.
That's a
Actually, that'll work.
that's a
Yeah.
good spell.
It does. Okay, so 5d8.
Just one
5d8. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so 6.
Oh, now who needs more
1, 2,
dice all of a
3, 4,
sudden?
5, 6.
Engineering. For him.
8, 12,
Yeah.
15, 16, 32.
32 hit points worth of sleep.
Yeah.
It kind of wobbles, but it doesn't go down.
Good try.
You throw 32
Okay.
against
My
two
turn. Is it my turn
squishes.
yet? My turn?
It is the creature's
Okay.
turn. And it's going to...
I'll heal you next round.
It's going to continue since it's already got you grappled. The only thing it can do is to bite again.
Well, I've used all my spells.
But it kind of... You're struggling with it in the grapple, and it bites down, but
It was the wobble.
It was the wobble. So it just doesn't get enough bite down on you, thank God.
Yeah.
You feel that it still got you in its jaws, but you were squirming too much with your casty stuff, but the wobble was just enough to throw it off its game. So Thrain, it is your turn.
Okay, so first, as a bonus action,
I can't believe 32 didn't.
Remember, the first one took 31 and then decided to leave.
Oh, didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
I did 17 damage to it.
He did 15,
14.
14.
No, I did 14. I did 17 and 14.
Well, someone did 10, then he did 7, then you did 14.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Since it's only the two of you.
that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, because our fighter's gone. Leaving the two squishes.
Because the girls went off for a girls' day plus Hogar, and the guys went off for a guys' day.
Okay, so bar 2d8.
Hogar.
So first, as a bonus action,
Hogar belongs to me. I crafted him.
But Lady Corlin is the one who rolled the natural 20 for...
I feel like I'm just gonna get more orcs, and if she tries to domesticate them,
He's a hobgoblin.
He is what I could tell him he is.
6, 5, 6, 7, 13 points of. So reach up with my. I can't use my hand, so I'll just
Slap his foot.
Yeah, glance over toward hit. You, Sultan gets 13 points back.
As your holy symbol shines and the
Yes.
healing power blasts into the wounded
And-
Salted Elf.
And then I'm going to try to strike up towards one of its mandibles now. Actually, can I try to climb as my maneuver? Can I try to climb up to where its head is?
You can, but that would also be your action, because your
Okay.
climbing is basically an active action.
I just want to strike it then.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll spend my chip again.
Okay.
Chip. And
You know what? I'm still glad I took the gamble of sleep. If I rolled higher, I think it would work.
If you rolled higher, it would have worked.
I feel like I was close.
You feel you were close.
okay, so here we go. Let's do 56. Okay, 15, 16,
16 will
17, 18, 19.
Yep,
19.
that will hit.
And then 3. I just want to see if this rolls anything but a 1. Okay. 3, 4, 7, 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Bashing.
Okay, you smash into it, and you just hear it let out the sound from its thorax.
Yeah. I'm going to keep going at the legs so this thing doesn't drag him down later.
Okay, and then it is back to the Salted Elf's turn.
Well, now that you reminded me that it can take me with it, I'm gonna bring it frosted so it can't.
You can attempt to try to escape, by the way. You
Okay,
can't.
yeah, that's what would I roll?
It would be an escape artist roll.
There's no such thing.
Well,
There's
sorry.
no yeah.
It's called.
Acrobatics?
No, it's here. It's Dexter. It is. Sorry, let me find it. Escape.
I don't know. There's-
Sleight of hand, I think, covers escape.
Oh,
Yeah, so sleight of hand.
okay. Which side of hand?
In the monster manual, it's called escape.
Oh, that's good. Well, the monster manual's incorrect, probably.
Well, the monster manual's newer.
Okay. So.
So
what do I
let's
have to
see.
be?
You have to be a 13. It's up
It's
to you,
nice.
Salted Elf. It's up to you.
20! A natural 20!
A natural 20?
A natural 20.
Dude, you squirm and you hear a soft ripping of a little fabric, but you plop down at the ground right in front of it.
Now can I?
That was your action.
That was your
That's my
action.
action.
That was.
Okay.
You still have a move technically if you'd like to move.
If I move back, it's just gonna attack me.
If you move outside of its area, but you could like move all the way behind it or opposite of Thrain,
Yeah, do that.
because then there would be like advantage.
Yeah, like advantage.
Like advantage.
I like advantage.
Everyone likes advantage. Okay. Except when you're being taken advantage of. Okay. So it is its turn. It's going to go after Thrain, who's been smacking it away.
Good.
Because obviously,
That's what I
Elf is not that tasty.
Nope.
It's going to attempt to
squirrely.
bite you. Hopefully that acid made you
Also,
soften
when
up.
it bit the elf, it felt sleepy.
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 Sleepy, so sleepy. Will a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so 9 points damage. Sorry, actually 12 points damage total. Because you get slashing damage plus the acid damage. And you're up in its claws, up
That's
in its
fine.
mandibles now. It's got you around the waist.
My
That's
turn?
what it said.
I get
It
advantage?
is your turn, and you do get
Something?
advantage.
You'll find a dwarf. You'll find a dwarf while sticking your claw.
But you do know Ankheads taste really good when
I
roasted
want to
over
drive
slow.
this thing right down into one of its eyes, the maul.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so neither of these is going to hit. So it doesn't
Oh
matter.
crap.
Okay.
Okay, you're off put by being.
I just plan to choke it as
You-
I go down its maw.
All right, so
Oh,
back to the
that's
top of the order. Sultan, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Well, I haven't tried this before because usually when I'm in combat, instantly knocked out. But I'm already in combat, and I have no more spells besides the cantrips.
You said you had Ray of Frost?
This does, yeah, that's a cantrip. And this does 2 more damage than it. And I'm already in combat, so it can't go much worse.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to stab it with my short sword. I'm gonna pull out my short sword and try to
Okay,
stab
go for
Here's
it.
a
Go
bonus.
for it.
You're trying to get
You roll-
manual
Xander,
with
you
it
roll 2d20.
Tilda's favorite game,
Bye.
Stabby.
'Cause you have
Stabby,
advantage.
2
Ah,
plus attacking as well.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Which is good because if you were spellcast, it would have been straight roll.
That's right.
So 15, 19. Does it
19
hit?
will hit.
Yeah. Finally get a plus 2 more damage. 7.
7
damage.
points. Nice.
Yeah.
You pull out your sword and you stab at it.
I've never used this sword before.
As
I wondered what this thing does. Kind of sharp. Oh, Jesus.
as
pointy end
bloody
goes into the
ichor
gun.
comes out with the blade, you finally bloodied your blade.
Do I have to clean this thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Players must
Okay,
live in
it's going
constant
to
hell.
attempt to crush down on Thrain again.
Yeah,
It has
try
you
it.
in its
Try it,
mandibles.
bitch.
I'm excited. I've stabbed
Armor class is
something.
19. I'm going to think it doesn't do it.
That one did, but it has advantage. And it rolls 2 10s, so
No, it does
will
not.
a 15 on
No.
either of those hit you?
No.
Okay, it attempts to crush you, and it's just not feeling like a crushing feeling.
It's the
Okay.
wobble. Can't
So
beat the
it
wobble.
is Thrain's turn, and Thrain is coming
Oh,
down viciously
Gary
on
down.
it.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, that definitely
6,
hits.
7, 8, 9, 10 points of maul.
Holy crap. How many points was that?
9 points. Sorry, I was
Oh,
9.
it's okay.
Nope, no, it was 10.
10?
6, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, you
Crunch.
do that, and its face is just caving
Oh, good.
in. It's still alive, but half its
Not
face is
feeling
just
well.
caved in.
Yeah, I took out one of its legs, so I don't think it's going back in its lair. Okay, who's next?
Okay, so Sultan, it is your turn.
Stab it again. You did fine with this.
Yeah.
The stabby cut.
I don't think
I'm
it's
gonna
much
try
of
to
this
stab
roll.
it, and I get an advantage.
You do have an advantage.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
long for this roll.
19, so 23.
That hits.
Yeah, I am surprised.
Stabby cut.
I have never tried this, but this is quite fun. I think I can get it. So 5 damage.
5 points. You stab at it, and you twist your blade as you pull out. You
Oh,
hear this
woo!
noise come out of the thorax. And then you hear this noise come out of the dwarf as his feet hit the ground. As this thing just goes, and all its legs give out at once, and it just thuds, with its jaw releasing just in time for Thrain to just land on his feet.
Okay.
I still think I prefer burning hands.
So let's take a 15-minute rest so we can roll
back
our
to
hit
stab.
dice. So we get back our hit die
So you
plus
can
our
spend a
con
hit
bonus.
die if you want.
Do we get our hit die by con bonus or just hit die?
Hit die plus con bonus.
Okay.
Did their battle draw
fine
any
with that.
attention
4.
from above?
Yeah.
It
I mean,
it
they're
may
still undercover,
have.
but
It may have.
Wait, no, I'm not. I'm fine. What?
And it's, you get 3 of them again.
Yeah.
So 1 hit die. And we get back.
I'm gonna try to get one spell back. Okay, what spell should I get back?
Okay.
Now he's deciding which
Do I
And
get
then-
sneak back, magic missile, or burning hands back?
decisions.
I feel like that burning hands because it's the best thing ever.
How many hit points do you need back? I need a lot.
Spend one.
How many hit points do you need back?
I just need 3. Or
Okay.
sorry, no, 2.
Okay, so I give you 2. And I'll use 13.
Woo!
I'll do that before I rest so I can still do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think I know what the tunnels were.
Now we know
Why
where
there
the-
were arrows.
But now there are tunnels here.
Yes, there are tunnels here.
You see in the dark?
Yeah, I can see in the dark.
Okay. We're going to pop into one of those tunnels.
We haven't gotten to use dark vision yet.
Okay.
Not humans. Oh yeah.
This bump.
Okay, so you guys
Oh
jump.
yeah.
You guys jump into the tunnels.
Wouldn't there be more of them?
Was it dirty?
There actually could be.
Well, we damaged 2.
It was a.
We're feeling good.
It was
We're
a hole in
rested.
the ground. Wasn't it dirty? Yeah. It was an onkhead hole, and that means comfort. They're very comfortable, just so you know.
Well, I'm sure.
Oh, also we have one that's half burned in here.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it's mad at us.
Thrain takes a leg for later because he likes how they taste.
It's like giant land lobster.
No, don't take one now. We've already burned one.
Yeah,
We'll just
and also
find
I
it.
think we might be fighting and you get cramps if you... What is it, half hour after?
Yeah.
But we'll find the half-burned one. We'll just take its legs. It's already cooked.
Well, I'm guessing the burned one is going to leave us alone. It's not stupid. I
Yeah,
think if you damage a
they
creature...
look pretty
very badly-
stupid. They did attack a. They did attack a mage and a dwarf.
Well, they didn't know what we were. We smell like food. I think that's...
And the
You
dwarf.
move, and that means you're edible. They're basically giant ant,
you
almost
find-
like ant lions.
You find these things in the tunnels all the time.
And that's why dwarves know they taste good.
Aye.
Okay, so you guys are both jumping down the hole. after your
Absolutely.
little rest.
That's why.
Like the
That's why
badasses
elves
we
don't
are.
live in tunnels.
That is why elves do not live in
Well, a
tunnels.
couple of them do.
They live in dark.
But those aren't real elves.
Those elves don't count.
Those elves don't count.
Okay, so now we
They're
go...
all like, oh, we're sexy elves.
Okay, and just as you're about to, since you did roll that natural 20 for perception,
Yes.
I will continue to give you good perception units.
Thank you. Well, I can do it.
So, off in the distance, the castle's layout is pretty much just like this, but off in the distance. You're
We're coming at this direction.
actually, sorry, scratch that. It's this way. Because here was the torn down tower you saw.
Yeah.
You actually noticed as the two of you were jumping in, at least 2 hobgoblins moved some things here.
Yeah.
And what looks like was a solid wall of rubble is actually a secret door back here.
Ah.
Oh.
So they're coming about, I'd say like a half
So we know how
mile.
to enter if we want to enter.
Yeah, you know that there's a secret entrance there because as you're jumping down the hole, you see that they're coming out of the exit about a half mile ahead.
Were we planning on talking to them?
Yeah, we can go back and tell what we...
Yeah, you guys
Let's
were
go back
basically-
at this point.
Reconnoitering.
Okay.
We have enough information, so let's go back at this point.
Okay, so you're crawling out of the hole?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we explore
Okay.
Oh, let's explore a little bit, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
the exploration?
So as you guys are going through, you notice that like we're about that mound you saw here. You can see a caved-in section, and there's like a leg. You think it may have been from a hobgoblin once because it's half melted off. And then you
Step over.
yeah.
That's enough. That's enough to put anybody off their feed.
Okay, so as you come around, anything particular you're looking for? Because these are just
Where was the chest that we saw?
the chest
It's
would have
right
been
there.
right around there.
We're gonna head around
Let's
that
go
area.
over there.
Well, you can't get right under, but if the dwarf gives me a quick survival with
will.
advantage, I can think you can reconnoiter your way there.
No, I can't.
It's your survival, so you should.
Survival is actually pretty good, so it would have been a 13.
Okay, 13. I'll say you basically you made the roll there. You're kind of in the neighborhood.
I want to take the pick and do a little action on
Okay.
that area.
I'm gonna watch to make sure there's nothing coming at us.
You're gonna watch as the
I'm in my
dwarf starts
natural-
mining.
Yeah.
You whip out your
gonna go to
pick.
town.
You start picking.
You are a living stereotype.
Yeah, I am.
And after a few moments of
It's
you
honest
picking
work.
away, all of a sudden you feel the
You probably haven't seen this before. It's honest work.
Oh,
Yes,
burn.
us elves don't have to work.
You feel the dirt start giving way under a weight up above,
and then back
so I'm
off.
assuming you back off. And as you do, a chest comes rolling down, but it's an old chest and it's like sun bleached and dry rotted, and it starts to break apart. And as it does, you see the glittering of gold and silver come raining down the dirt pile with it, as a hole in the ceiling pops up.
Apparently, it's my birthday, Sultan. What is there?
You get about 13 gold pieces.
Which we will share.
Okay.
Can you add? We'll just share it. You add 13 to our net gold. We're going to share the 13.
Yeah, 13 gold.
Even though Tilda's not there.
We're going to bring it back to you, and you write it
It's
down.
going to go to the
write it
company
down,
chest.
Tilda.
So
Okay.
Tilda is in
Wait,
charge
wait.
of accounting.
But I mean, like,
Because
we
it's
got this
honorable.
treasure.
We're going to share it.
Yes,
Okay.
with us.
Well then,
Well, no, there's 6 of us. Don't forget.
so it's
Yeah.
2 each and 1 extra.
Okay.
So I
You see,
think-
I would have preferred 6. I would have even given you the 7, and I would have taken the 6.
So just make sure to jot down in your notes for Hogar and Lady Corlin and the ladies.
yeah.
I'm up
so,
to 183
I'm at 96.
And 26 silver pieces.
and 26. And how much goes into 26? Becomes how many gold? That's 2 gold. 2.6. I always forget. Or is it 5 silver?
2.6.
Is it 5 silver to 1 gold or 10?
10.
Okay, so it's 2.6.
So I'm at 122 silver pieces.
I don't like keeping track of anything else, so I'm going to say I'm 185.
Okay. So you guys now have a little hold there. So what are you guys going to do?
So I think we should go back.
Yeah, at this point we should go
Okay.
I
back.
was hoping there'd be.
Actually, let's go back. I just want to check this one tunnel.
Okay,
so
it
that
seems you actually
it
can
just gets too narrow at
see.
some point.
Yeah, it basically goes off and starts semi-collapsing.
Okay, so we'll
And
figure
you
it
can see the bits of like some burnt carapace. You definitely think this is where the
Where it
wounded
went?
one, the direction the wounded one went.
out. Good. Okay, let's head
And you
back
know
and tell
these
the
things,
troops.
these tunnels could go off for forever, or it could go into a nest room full of young.
Okay, so
young
when we
uncads.
get back to our troops, I want to go back to our meeting point.
Okay, as soon as you guys start to stick your head up, give me a perception.
Is this for within the tunnel or outside?
Outside, it's going to be
I'm
outside.
gonna be
It's,
casting.
it's just as you're starting to come out of the
As we
tunnel.
come out,
I don't see anything.
I'm going to use my staff to cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
Because,
You thump your staff on the ground and mage armor appears around you
yes.
for the next 8 hours.
So it becomes 50. That's 50.
Okay.
That perception. So 17.
17. Thrain's starting to climb up and scurry up, and your keen elven ears hear goblin being spoken nearby the hole.
Good.
He can
Not right
hear it.
over it, but
He
nearby.
understands.
What,
Grab
what,
my belt
what,
and
what
pull
is
me
it?
down.
I think Goblin was.
You hear a loud goblin voice say, "Keep looking in the tree line. The scout on the wall said he saw something going on over here.
Let's just wait then.
He says it looked like a fireball."
We're gonna wait.
Okay.
We're gonna wait till they leave.
And then you hear him say, "But don't go into the clearing because those giant insects are there and kill anything that tries to cross the clearing."
Urgh, we're in.
Oh wait, we can take one of the legs
I
and
was just
poke it out
sticking,
of the hole.
sticking up on it like
That's what I was thinking. Urgh.
Do you want to
Crushed
do that?
skull and,
Well, I think we can just wait until they go.
Okay. So after spending, you hear some people poking around the bushes and a couple goblins, warning the others not to get near the opening, and then they kind of.
I feel that one of us needs to take down the shield generator before they can. Because we're Star Wars.
Blasted rebel scum!
Okay, so after a while, you hear them say, "Head off into the trees. They must be there."
Good. Okay. We'll wait
Okay.
till we can absolutely not hear them, and then
Okay.
we'll leave.
Okay, so you guys basically spend a good amount of time because they were adamant
going
about searching
anywhere.
this area. But after a couple hours, sun starts to fall on the horizon. You think the coast is clear.
Yep, I can see in the dark anyway. Pop,
Okay, so you guys pop up out of the hole.
and go the opposite direction.
You head to the rendezvous.
Yes, head to the rendezvous. point.
Okay, so you guys head to the rendezvous point.
Yes.
And just as you almost get there, you see something up ahead.
We kill it.
Well, unfortunately, you see. You hear muffled screams, and just as you get to the clearing, you see that at the rendezvous point they set some logs and a fire up.
Oh, that's nice.
And just then you see.
As we get there, I want to take the bag of gold that's not ours and toss it.
Well, before you
Wait,
get
wait,
there,
wait,
before you get there was too many shadowy figures in the camp.
Yeah, more
And-
than.
How many
And-
were in our party again?
And there's a crumpled figure on the ground.
Oh, no.
And you see some from a distance, some undead thing go on a pile.
Undead?
Oh my god, she didn't have a mage to use as bait.
Unfortunately, just as you're about to get there, Hogar runs through the flames
and kills it.
And slashes one, while Lady Corlin goes running up and slashes the other. And
dead?
As you guys walk
Don't
up
forget
to
me.
camp, and of course,
My arrows took them down, too.
Yes.
Everybody dead?
Tilda whips out a healing potion because she's finally no longer paralyzed and glugs it down.
Make the glugging
Yes.
noise. Glug, glug.
Glug, glug, glug.
as you get there, it seems that their camp, the rendezvous point, was attacked by ghouls.
Well, this makes our adventure look a lot more successful.
As everyone in the camp is covered in ghoul gore.
Oh, that's gross.
Ah,
For us.
I am untouched by ghoul gore.
And you see poor Tilda was wounded horribly by the ghouls.
I don't feel so well.
Okay.
She seems to have suffered from the touch of
How
ghouls.
bad does she seem messed up?
She actually
I think I'm almost back to
Oh,
normal.
that
Hold on,
might
let
be.
me-
she was chugging a healing potion as you guys come walking back into camp.
I am.
Our mission went incredibly well. Not a single problem.
I'm down 5 hit points.
I'm just going to cast healing word. So that's
Healing
gonna
word?
Do
The word.
The word.
The word is the word.
Word.
Word up.
Really in the word.
that's 3. 4 points of damage. Heal.
Hey, you're almost
Damage?
4 points of damage heal.
He uses dark magic and kills you.
And then we should break here and start up in a second.
Thank you, Thrain.
And this is actually a
Arrival
great place to
was-
wrap it up here.
And as she says that, I want to put the pouch of gold in her hand and say, I wish I could take credit for it, but it wasn't me. As I hold.
Who was it?
I still have the symbol in my hand.
The Traveler.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay,
a great
well,
place
that
to wrap
means I
it up.
divide
there.
it up. Each get 2, but Salaton gets the extra one.
And Hogar gets a cut?
Of course.
Oh,
We each get 2.
nice. Hogar gives you the respectful nod.
Your return
Has his
is
head healed?
most welcome.
His head is healed. It's back to
Yeah.
normal.
Good.
But since Thrain didn't want the extra one, it goes to Salaton.
I did light a bug on fire. I'm pretty proud of that.
You did see. I told you were awesome.
I also stabbed something. It felt really good.
With the sword,
I'm gonna do it more often.
He will now enjoy the
sword
stabby
swords are
stabby.
fine, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah. I can show you a few things if you like.
So you guys are going to start fencing?
And then they started stabbing things.
stab,
And they became-
stab the dead ghoul. Stab the dead ghoul.
Ah!
I think I want to lie down.
Okay, so everybody's
want
going to
to
go
do.
ahead and finish a long
We'll
rest.
finish our watch.
Okay.
Okay, and that's a great place to call it there. Thank you for
Okay.
listening.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
Remember, there's that squishy claw. He's got real armor. I know.
Let him go first.
Your ranged weapons.
Wow, I didn't know bears are so fast.
Especially when you put some owl in them.
I put ow, and then it ran like 20,000 miles, and then
Have a
I didn't like
an owlbear character named Albert. Owlbear, the owlbear.
that character's getting his head blown off if I see him.
See, I just realized I didn't bring the D&D minis.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, looks like we'll have to play Star Wars. That was so sad.
So you're going to use Star Wars minis.
It's not like Star Wars is a more interesting world. Okay.
Who wants to be the Darth? Oh, give him Darth Vader. Okay.
Wait.
The mage is Darth Vader.
Can't we give the mage the skirt?
Ooh, I've turned evil. Now I'm gonna. What happened to my lightsaber?
Looks a little limp there, doesn't it?
Wait, pay for this guy up.
Hey, oh, dude, come on, that's his daughter. Gross.
How do you think you got the information out of her?
Oh my god, it is! Oh!
He did torture her.
I forgot.
Which is why in the now extended universe, books, she had issues with Vader as her daddy because Vader did torture her and get the information from her.
Yeah, he did torture her.
Because remember, he did find out the rebel base was on that planet from her.
What do you expect? There's only 2 women in the Star Wars universe.
One's her mama and she's the other. You have Mothma.
No, you had Aunt Veru for at least a brief time.
Yeah, and boy,
Yeah,
when old Ben saw her, she was hot. It's smoking
Kind of
hot.
thing, though.
Smoking hot.
Though she was getting all bones though.
All skin and bones. You know those moisture farmers.
Okay, let's play D&D.
Okay, especially since we've been recording for the last 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I can edit. I have the power of edit.
He's not good up, but he could.
That's why I always sound awesome and I leave all your guys' mistakes in. I'm like, did I really say that? Let's take that out. That makes me look bad.
You know, you like change the voice and make it sound like one of us said it.
That must have been Tilda. It's the only voice that's that high pitched.
Hey.